Hi, I'm Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville, and welcome to Impact. Each week we bring you information about exciting things that are happening right here in this community, and today will be no different. They're no stranger to this broadcast because every time they've got something really cool and effective happening in our community, we invite them on to share information. They're none other than Christian Women's Job Corps. And they are an agency that focuses on the self-sufficiency of women to help educate them and provide employment opportunities, and also to boost their skills for daily living. Joining me once again is Elaine Dickson. She is the Executive Director of Christian Women's Job Corps. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you, Kenny.
As always, and this time you brought a very special guest with you. She's Deanna Malone, and she is a 2014 spring graduate of the program. Welcome to Impact.
Thank you.
It's good to have both of you here today. You know, we talked about doing this for a while, and here we are. Well, we've had a chance to talk a little bit about some of the programs that go on with Christian Women's Job Corps and some of the great initiatives that you have. And today you brought a graduate who can give a first-person testimony, and I'm excited to hear your story in just a few moments. But let's remind everybody, first of all, who Christian Women's Job Corps is.
Well, we are a free, faith-based organization that works with women in Madison County and the surrounding counties to provide them with job and life skills to help them become more self-sufficient. It's different for each woman. What her needs are usually, we try to meet those based on her background and what she needs. But we really are trying to encourage women that they can go out there and use their talents and skills, and that there is a place for them and that they do have a purpose.
And you are a 501c3.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
So you're actually operating as a nonprofit and trying to increase the potential of women in our community to become self-sufficient, which is a huge thing, by the way. And talk a little bit about eligibility for the program.
We work with women in between the ages of 18 and 60, and we don't have a lot of requirements for entrance into the program. Other than that, they need to be willing to be committed to our program and attend on a regular basis. But we are just looking for women that want to make changes in their lives and are willing to take the extra steps they need to take to make those changes.
Yeah. And Deanna, tell me, first of all, how you heard about the program. Then I want to ask you a little bit about your backstory. So how did you hear about Christian Women's Job Corps?
Well, I heard through it by Google.
You just Googled?
I Googled it.
Did you Google
I did.
them, or did you Google self-sufficiency? What did you Google?
I just was pretty much looking for a program that would like uplift me.
Wow.
And I guess it was God, because it just popped up. That was the first thing.
Wow. Or they're really doing a good job, too, of getting themselves out there in terms of Google. That's
Maybe so.
That's a very powerful thing. Okay, so you're at a point in your life where you're thinking, I want to experience something more than what I have right now. Tell me a little bit about your backstory, your background.
Okay. Well, I moved to Huntsville. I kind of felt broken in a way. I needed uplifting.
Where'd you move from?
I moved here from Nashville, Tennessee. And then I felt like I needed uplifting, so that's when I Googled Christian Women's Job Corps.
Was there something going on in your life that made you feel that way?
Yes, I kind of felt broken, and I felt like I needed to do a 360. I needed more guidance in my life at that time in place. And
I guess I'm asking, why did you feel broken? I mean, most people may come to that realization as a result of some life experience. I know I felt broken in my life before.
Yes.
And I felt like I was at my wit's end and as if something had to change. And I can think of 2 or 3 times in my life where I was at that point. One time it was financially, another time it was related to my academic experiences. And so I was just wondering, was there something specific going on, or did you just kind of say, hey, I'm kind of spinning my wheels in life and I want something new?
No, it wasn't from that aspect of spinning my wheels. It was more so the academic experience I experienced, and I worked really hard for a career, and I felt broken from that career.
Okay. Yeah. So were you working at the time, or had you been working at that time?
Well, I was only working part-time here when I applied to the program.
All right, great. So you found them, you Googled them, so we know
Yes.
Google works.
Yes.
And this agency pops up, and then what happens from that point when you find the agency?
Something awesome happened after that. I spoke to Miss Sharmika Mayweather at the Christian Women's Job Corps, and she told me how to apply. And it has been bliss since then.
Wow. So you had this conversation, and they said, well, you know, I'm looking for something, and they're like, well, we got what you need, and you realizing that something really meaningful is
Yes,
beginning to come from this
absolutely.
experience. And so you have great staff members that provide that kind of support for people, which I know we talked about before, that people that connect with Christian Women's Job Corps aren't left out there by themselves. They can actually really kind of determine, is this the right fit for me? And so that was determined in that process. Obviously, that decision brought a lot of joy to you.
It did.
And so tell me a little bit about the journey itself. You're a graduate from
Yes.
2014. So talk about the journey from just generally from start to finish, what that was like.
Okay, awesome. The journey for me, I was going Union Hill Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8:30 because I was still working then. And we got to do computer programming, computer skills, and financial skills. And also, the best part about it is also the name Christian. So we studied our Bible as well. Have you ever heard of a book called Driven?
I have heard of
The
it.
Purpose Driven?
Life.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that was
absolutely.
an awesome book, and they taught us from that book basically
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. Well, that's a great book for sure, and it's a great roadmap for life. And I know lots of people have embraced that book and the journey that it takes you on
Yes,
as you do kind of a self-assessment. You know,
Absolutely.
determine where you are in life and provide so much insight and direction. Talk about, do you have lasting friendships that you developed, people that you met in the program, people that supported you through the process on the staff?
yes. The staff have supported me, Miss Elaine especially, through my process and my growth. I felt like I experienced a lot of growth. I've run into a couple of young ladies at school where I attend, and they're doing pretty well.
Okay. And did you have any challenges? You know, I know for me, going back to school was not easy. That I had to figure out, number one, how to manage my time, and I had to figure out how I was going to get the money to go to school, and I was going to figure out how I was going to overcome statistics. I mean, there were some courses that I had some challenges with. So did you face any challenges going into this program?
I didn't really face any challenges. I'm like a real great reader. I love reading. I'm like a studious person, but I also have math issues. I kind of always have tutoring for math.
Were you familiar with computers before you took these computer courses? Because, you know, again, I'm a self-taught computer guy. I do a lot with computers now, but I never took a computer course in school. And spent a lot of time in school, but I just came along in a different generation, and there was not a class that you could sign up to take computers at the time. And so I find a lot of people challenged by that, because even now when I see people use shortcuts and things of that nature, I don't say a lot about it, but I realize they are light years beyond where I am while I'm still trying to figure things out. Were you pretty good with computers when you started taking these courses, or by taking these courses, did it provide additional training that you've been able to use?
Yes, I was okay when I started with computers, but I was kind of more so, I wasn't familiar with the words,
Microsoft
the
Office.
Microsoft Office
Yeah,
and
the
everything.
different programs.
Yes, different type of programs. Excel is still challenging for me.
Me too. Don't feel bad. You know, in fact, if somebody does Excel, I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
You know, I turn it over to them. You know, send me the document, but in terms of creating documents and stuff, it just creates a nightmare for me. So I know how that can be, but I'm glad that it's been such a positive journey. Now, there are people listening today, and they might say, that's an interesting program, and I'm seeing the evidence of somebody who's gone through it and succeeded. Is this the kind of program that you would recommend that other people look into?
Absolutely. Absolutely again.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, Elaine, they can Google,
Yes.
or they could, Christian Women's Job Corps, they can just reach out directly to Christian Women's
Right.
Job Corps. And how would they do that?
Well, we are on Facebook as Christian Women's Job Corps of Madison County. We also have a website, CWJC.net. So either of those ways, and we're listed. They can Google us and get our phone number and talk to us. I did want to say that we saw a lot of potential in Deanna, and we wanted to help her further her education. So she is getting close to completing her LPN at
Awesome.
Drake State Technical College, and we helped with that. We provided some of the financial support for textbooks, supplies, and things like that, and that's enabled her to further her education so that she can get into the career that she's passionate about.
That is absolutely awesome. And I know that you see time and time again these success stories. That's got to really cause you to feel a certain way about this whole process of your dedication as executive director. But just that an organization like this exists in our community that can really make a meaningful difference in people's lives. So you must get a lot of gratitude from that.
I do. I feel humbled by it. But I also, I just get excited when I see the ladies and what they're doing and the potential that they have and the obstacles that they're able to overcome. It just makes the success story all that more powerful.
Yeah, and you talk about obstacles again. You got a ton of them out there. You got transportation challenges, childcare challenges, literacy challenges. I mean, you got all kinds of things, financial challenges, all kinds of things that Christian Women's Job Corps actually addresses.
Yes.
In order to help these young women navigate the road to success. And that is extremely commendable. Just a great organization, really making a difference. And of course, you all do some really important things throughout the year. Last time we talked to you, we talked about Circles Luncheon. It's an annual event, and we'll try to make sure we focus on that at least once a year to let people know about how that initiative help support your organization, which is so important. What about volunteer opportunities? Do you need volunteers?
We do. We need volunteers for our clothes closet. We need mentors. If you want to contact us and you are passionate about this program, we have a place for you. We can find a volunteer spot for you.
Yeah, and again, how would people get in touch with you to do that?
They can look on our website, and there's information, contact information for myself on the website, and they can give me a call or send me an email, either one.
All right. Deanna Malone, thank you for being here with us today and sharing all this great information and helping to inspire some of the women that are perhaps watching the broadcast today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Elaine Dickson, thank you as always for
Thank
being
you.
here and making this opportunity possible. Continued best wishes to the organization. And anytime you have something going on, just let us know.
Okay, thanks so much.
All right. I want to thank you for being a part of our conversation today, and we want to thank you for tuning in and learning all you could about our topic today, which has been Christian Women's Job Corps. We hope that you'll reach out to them and that you'll use the information that you see on the screen to be able to connect with them. And if it's not you, maybe it's somebody that you know or love or work with that needs this information. Please share the information with them. We also ask you to like our Facebook page, which is Impact with Kenny Anderson, where you can see a video of the show that you just watched, as well as behind-the-scenes images of the broadcast once the cameras stop rolling. We hope that you have a great rest of the day and rest of the week, and we'll talk to you again soon.